leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, will be leading 1 million people on June 20th in USA against religious persecution, enslavement, and oppression of Biafrans in various parts of the country in Nigeria. This monumental movement was made on Friday by its media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful. According to him, he argued that the march would also target on the liberation of victims of crisis, discrimination, segregation, and subjugation in Nigeria on that day. Nnamdi Kanu and his people will lead the march to liberate all people of religious, social, and political persecution, the modern enslaved people and oppressed minorities in Nigeria. He called on friends and lovers of freedom all over the world on the march towards the liberation of victims of Nigeria, especially the Igbos. The march of 1 million people is not advisable as the world is trying to battle the problem of the deadly coronavirus. The march will bring various people from different destinations together as they jostle. Thousands of people are making body contact and thus the virus is being spread faster. Appropriate authorities should deny Nnamdi Kanu from this erroneous movement before it's too late. Wow. This article is coming from Penobi, but I think this writer is, might be right in in one way or the other. He might be right, but another thing is that this 1 million march is not going to be taking place in Nigeria. It's going to be taking place in the US, and I'm sure the US authority would have known that and know the consequence of all of those things. They are aware of these things. I'm sure the person is the writer is talking from the angle of for people to be careful. I think that's what he's trying to say. But the idea of you saying that the appropriate authority should deny Nnamdi, nobody is in position to tell anybody to do what, because the government in that place is more articulated compared to what we have in Nigeria. If it's going to be done in Nigeria, oh, a lot of things would have come up. And more so, this announcement has been going on for close to, well, at least more than a week, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure the authority, the US authority must have heard about this and that. And before they could even say they want to embark on such thing, they must have taken permission. You cannot just wake up one day and just go on the streets and begin to do that. 1 million march, that is what we are talking about. And you know the way Biafrans are very, very concerned. They are very, very patriotic when it comes to the issue of Biafra. So it's not going to be holding in Nigeria. It's going to be taking place in the US. And I'm sure those people know what is obtainable. If he's speaking from the angle of okay, being concerned, it's a different ballgame entirely, or you advise them. But when you say the appropriate authority should deny, that is where I don't get. But I think they should know better. So guys, that's just my own opinion. Let's hear what Nigerians are saying concerning this. Someone says the zoo is always afraid of Kanu, even though he's not in the zoo yet. And someone says, Mr. Poster, how much they pay you for this job? No, it's too well. Know it too well that you are creating cause for your generation. You are not serious. The fear of Nnamdi is the beginning of wisdom and separation of zoo called Nigeria. And one thing again about this new disease in town. When you go to all the major airports in the world, they don't even do all of this checking and what have you. And people just move as if nothing is happening. And that's what I don't even really get. So had it been this is going to be taking place in Nigeria, it would have been a tug of war. A lot of lawyers will be coming, this and this and this and this and that. And one thing that I've always been talking about is that they named this man, they called him a particular name in Nigeria that, oh, is this, is that. And yet, he has the boldness and effrontery to be moving in the United States, the same United States that puts Nigeria on the watch list. I think people should just be, be open-minded, be objective. Just look at it. Forget about the hatred, whether you like his color or you like his guts or you don't like his approach. You just have to be open-minded and look things from a different perspective. In as much he's not a threat to the country where the 1 million march is going to be taking place, I see no reason why somebody will be crying more than the bereaved. I think that is just it. And someone says you are really scared down your spine about the 1 million march. That goes to show that how jittery your country is about the match, because it will really crumble your failed entity. Someone says, you are not serious. What is your business there? Can you enter US? So the zoo is really afraid of this match. And make I laugh small, Yoruba and betrayer. Nnamdi Kanu will continue shaking Nigeria till its foundation and the fall, uh, and the fall will, will be great. Someone says, Mr. Scientist or writer, thank you very much, but I feel it's more advisable for the zoo Nigeria leaders to stop traveling out for chilling and medications. Don't you feel you should start from there? Why have you decided to be a goat in the zoo? Please choose to be a better person. And someone says here that thank you very much for saying that. High talk, you know, serious. Who won match make e match, who won carry coronavirus make e carry o. Make everybody do wetin their mind dey, wey dey their mind. As for me, I dey house dey look how US go take let Nigeria give Biafra referendum. Na UK una suppose do that. No worry, no be US. If US wan talk since, dem for don talk. European Union no talk, UK no talk, nobody wan talk for the matter because e tire everybody. The fear of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra and IPOP is the beginning of wisdom. If everybody say that one Nigeria is evil, I will not be the one to justify it. But I have an option. If you want to stop that march, just organize your own 2 million cow to march to National Assembly with face of Jubri and hand of Kiyari. They will stop. If you have or know anybody with a case of coronavirus, don't worry, the solutions are here. Take it, just go to the victim and preach the coming of Biafra, and the patient will be healed by special grace of God. The history is real. The afternoon, one Amajuri little girl was following about at a Cherum Junction, beginning begging me for money. You remember they used to beg people, they will be following you to a certain distance before they go back. And as I was having a Biafran newspaper with me, so the little girl was begging me, brother, give me money, brother, give me money. But immediately she saw that I was holding a Biafran paper, she took to her heels. You can imagine how powerful Biafra as a name is. By the shouting of Biafra in the camp of Zoo, you will see that they will begin to manifest in Aso Rock. Someone says, enemy of progress, you never survive with your evil plan. The 1 million march is no going back. Nnamdi Kanu, the heartbeat of Biafra, of Buhari government. And someone says, I'm laughing here. This is federal government handwriting. It's too late. A federal government change tactics. We can't continue to be living in deceit. The people of South are very wise now and have made up their minds on what is good for them. I hope so. I really, really hope so. And just like I said, I don't know why the writer is crying more than the bereaved. If you are advising them that no, they should be careful, they should be, conscious of their environments and what have you, it's a different ballgame entirely. But for you to say, oh, the concerned authority should try to deny him under was because of coronavirus, as everywhere, as the whole world closed down, are people not still moving? Even when you go to busy towns, busy places, you see people moving back and forth. Nobody is denying anybody of movements. So I don't think it's really a big deal whether the person is just being concerned, but telling the concerned authority to deny him of that 1 million match is what I don't really get. Everybody is free to do whatever they want to do. People are still going to the work. People are still going to their different places of work, and nobody is holding them. People are still going to the market. People are still going to churches, even churches that is people are more vulnerable even in church setting, because see me see you, and people will hold themselves and what have you. If people are not being stopped in church, I see no reason why people will be stopped because of a protest. So because of coronavirus, the protest in the whole world has to be cancelled. I think the person should do better. The protest must be made. Thunder fire you there. Oh my God, this one market women talk. What is your business, please? Well, one with God is majority. How does this concern you, enemy of progress? What do you want to achieve with all of this? Nnamdi Kanu, the only man that is a nightmare, Nigeria and its leaders. Is a nightmare to Nigeria and its leaders. This man is great. Some people are afraid already. Let's go march down Babylon system one more time, cause they are weak and vampirous. And who told you coronavirus will still be a threat by June 20th? That's a good point. Today is we are in March already, and I think there's a Israeli government has said that they've already discovered the vaccine, the cure of a coronavirus, but in 2 months or 3 months time that the vaccine will be made available all over the place. So at this point, it's even really making a point, because by as it is now, a lot of people are really doing research on how to get the cure or vaccine for this coronavirus of a thing. And someone says here that woe betide anyone who hates freedom. Why are you worried? Leave us alone and worry for Nigeria. And that's it. Someone say, ask them, why are they worried? Scared? Oh no, the world leaders are more intelligent than your reasoning. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Somebody is trying to advise the Biafrans that they should be careful that because of coronavirus, so that people will not be more affected, and more so that the authorities should deny Nnamdi Kanu of this 1 million march. What do you think? Leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you.